Hello and welcome to Mistress M with Boo. Hello Boo, you good girl? Anyway, she's not. So we have some questions for you this week. This one is addressed to myself and Andrew as well if he's there, which he is. So we'll see if he feels like putting in his 2 cents worth. What we've got is a 24-year-old guy who lives in Mackay in Queensland. States he's not originally from there. Now the letter goes on to talk about dating and difficulties, and I'm just going, are there actually any other people to date in Mackay? You know, that I think could be tricky, just full stop right there. I believe Queensland generally, there's a lot of those, the towns where they're actually deliberately trying to get women to come to the towns because there's a shortage, so, but they're the mining towns, I think. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Back to your letter. Anyway, your question as a 24-year-old is that you want to know how to date a girl and that you've never actually even kissed a girl on the lips. Cheeky question, where did you kiss her? No, sorry. You've found many suitable people, but when I do the nice thing and ask them to dinner or something like that, I always get the following line without fail: I don't like you in that way. Okay, well, my first advice, again, going straight into it, is perhaps not inviting them for dinner. Perhaps invite them for a coffee, or maybe something that you just happen to have an extra ticket for that's pretty cool that they like. Or just something cool and free, like an event. Again, I don't know what Mackay's like, but here in Melbourne there's always free events on at Fed Square or in the city somewhere that you can go to that are kind of interesting and fun and different. And if you just ask someone to go with you to that, something that's, you know, in their interest range, they're more likely to say yes, because it's less like a date and more like something they might want to do. And then you can build on it from there. So rather than setting yourself up for rejection with... Because even if you like someone a little bit, sometimes the dinner thing just, it comes on a bit heavy unless you both share a passion for food. But yeah, dinner can be a bit full on and a bit heavy sometimes. So start small is my suggestion on that one. Now, you also say in your letter that you hadn't actually even touched a naked girl until 3 months ago, and that was a stripper. Well, good on you, at least you had a go. Presumably she didn't mind. And quite obviously she didn't, because she gave you some advice on picking up women, which was to buy The Game by Neil Strauss. Okay, I don't want to say anything bad about strippers right now, but The Game by Neil Strauss is probably good for picking up strippers. I don't mean to stereotype. I've actually got some lovely friends who strip and they wouldn't be picked up by something as stupid as The Game. Quite frankly, The Game, we've discussed it before. This is a degrading and annoying book. You found it funny and informative. It is funny. And yes, it is informative. The thing to do with The Game is to actually look at his bibliography and read everything he read to learn how to have confidence and style, and don't read him to find out how to pick up girls. Read all the stuff he read, and then don't be an arsehole and use any of those crap techniques like negging. It's just not the way to start a relationship. In fact, if you've read the book properly, any of you out there who've read the book will see that underneath it all, Neil's a sad bastard looking for love, and all these women he scores on the way are just notches in the bedpost, bragging rights to his mates. They don't make him happy. What makes him happy is the chick that he doesn't score by using The Game, and he falls in love with and lives happily ever after with. And she was never ever tricked into a bed with him by any of the crap he made up and sells to all you guys in the form of his book. So that's all I've got to say about that. So as for you, start small. Just go dating girls on a smaller scale and take the pressure off yourself and just become good friends with them and start holding hands and just little bits of touching and get to know them until you feel comfortable. And there's no rush. You don't have to, you know, rush any of it. It's just, there's different people at different stages everywhere in the world. You're not alone in being a 24-year-old who hasn't even kissed a girl. There are others out there, and you know what? Some girl's going to really appreciate that and think it's really cute and really dig it. I just don't know if she lives in Mackay. So maybe you want to try online dating and travelling a bit further. So, that's all I've got to say on that one. Now the next letter starts with, to your royal sexiness. Again, another correct form of addressing myself. The rest of it, however, quite frankly, is bullshit. And I'm very sorry that you wasted my time, Andrew's time and your time in writing something that's kind of just, it's a bit stupid and silly. And as for you mentioning that you don't have any children yet, I think that's a good idea, because you need to grow up first. Look, I don't know whether maybe you're just trying to be funny and it missed the mark, but making fun of people who have fetishes or who are kinky, it doesn't do it for me. They're perfectly valid lifestyle choices, and they just happen to be different to your own. If, however, you're serious, well, good on you and enjoy. I, however, have no answers for you. Alright? Thank you. And the last one, is a 20-year-old female who, look, she goes into great depth about the fact she's been feeling attracted to a girl, and eventually it led to something a bit more at a party, but the other girl's a bit older and definitely a complete lesbian, whereas this girl doesn't know where she's at and what's going on. And she had a great time, she was elated, it was wonderful, they had good fun kissing and talking and all the rest of it all night. The question basically is that the person has said that she does find her attractive, but she's too young for this older lesbian woman, and has placed her in the friendship zone. I was upset because I'd never been so honest with someone because of the rejection one would naturally feel. My questions are, do you think that our friendship will recover from this? Can we go back to normal? Should I kiss? Well, okay, first of all, it can do with time, absolutely. Time and understanding, and if you don't do it again. Your next question is, should I get sexually involved with her again, knowing it won't lead anywhere but will satisfy me at the time, at the risk of your friendship and at the risk of it not going back to normal? Absolutely. But maybe this person, I mean, good friends are really, they're worth hanging on to. And probably not worth the momentary pleasure, losing them over momentary pleasures. I just think friends are so important. Yes, I love sex, but I love my friends more. So it's up to you whether you want to risk that. And your third question, should I explore my sexuality with other girls knowing I may be bisexual or gay? Abso-fucking-lutely. I think that's the healthiest idea. Don't push it. Again, like I said to the other gentleman, take your time, do what feels natural, and just enjoy. Okay, we've got one last question. There's a lot this week. Sorry, guys. One more. Dear Mistress M, a few months ago in April you answered my question about what I should do about my overly Christian parents who said they would beat me if they found out I was bisexual. Now, did we say we wanted to beat them? Or no, we didn't, did we?
We said don't tell them. Yes,
we did say don't tell them, and one of your friends slipped the news to your mother. Good friend, that's awesome. Your mother's in quiet disbelief, doesn't believe me when I told her she confronted me. Okay, let her disbelieve it. Seriously, with parents this narrow-minded, let them, just leave them be. There's nothing you can change about it. I mean, I used to be this rampant feminist that used to run around having arguments with misogynists all the time. To no avail, for no reason, except to waste my time. They're narrow-minded and they're fucked up. Leave it be. Let them stay in little la-la land where nobody's homosexual and all the rest of it until you move out of home. Like we said, then make your lifestyle choices as is right for you. If you want to be open and out and proud and march, go for it, but wait till you're not under their roof where they've got any control or ability to make you feel bad about yourself, because you should not feel bad about yourself for anything that you do. Oh, and I use the word choices again, and people hate me using the word choices, but there are choices about how you live your lifestyle. I'm not saying that there's choices about sexuality, just about how you deal with it and how you live it, okay? Sorry, back to you, darling. So, your father, you tried to talk to him, again he stated that he's completely bigoted and horrible, so leave him be. You can't change him, there's no easy way to make him change. Once you leave home and once you're out and proud and running around with your drag persona or whatever you want to do, he may in time come to accept you and still care about you, but he probably will never be okay about the fact you're gay. And also, there's no point telling him this, but my little niggly argument about the fact that he quotes the Bible and clearly that gays are an abomination. Well, guess what, buddy? So am I. I'm left-handed, and Leviticus says that I am an abomination and the work of the devil. Therefore, I must be just expelled and exterminated, and I'll never get into heaven because I write with my left hand. Same level of severity and badness, and I'm using my English very badly today, but I get a bit upset about this. Left-handeds and homosexuals, same basket in the Bible. So, I don't know. Is your dad going to go and stone your neighbours as well for doing things with oxen? I don't know. Anyway, sweetheart, you be okay about you. Do not allow your parents' bigotry to affect you and who you are and what you want to do with your life and how you want to live it. Just wait till you get out from under their roof just before you start, you know, putting it in their faces. Alright, so look, as always, everybody please be good to each other, be nice to each other, accept each other for what you are and accept yourself for what you are, and your homework as always is to love each other, touch each other, love yourself, touch yourself, and be good to each other, okay? I can't stress it enough. Have a great time, okay? Bye.